already know. You already know. You already know. Eagles Nation, baby, stand the fuck up. What's going on? You already know, man. What's up? You already know, man. I don't even know how to start this video. Wow. It's been a very long off season. A very long off season. Like, seriously. I don't even. Just looky here. There's the Wells Fargo Center. Tailgates I be at going down, you know, where E-Rock was holding his tailgates at. But unfortunately, he had to pretty much close down the tailgate, hopefully until further notice, due to a situation that happened last season. There's Xfinity Live. That's where I go when I come out here at times, you know, because there are times I can't make it to the stadium. Let me show this right here, man. Home 2.0, man. It's been a while, man. It's really been a while. It's really been a while. I'm not talking about as far as me talking Eagles football, you know, because I've been around. Except I was making videos on my old channel. You know what? Let me give a shout out to Kid Philly Org. I think he makes videos from this view here. I thought he was across the street, but I think he'd be like right here. You know the tree? You know the trees right here and everything. Kid Philly Org, what's up? I'm right where you be at. It'll be awesome if I meet you one day, man. But Eagles Nation, man, it just feels amazing, man. So much has gone on with this whole pandemic, the whole politics, you know, the campaign going on, you know, with the passing of George Floyd. Just so much been going on, man. You know, the cancellation of the Confederate flag. Just so much been going on. So it's crazy. It's been a crazy offseason. This might have been the craziest offseason I've ever gone through, man. You know, it's to the point I had to change up on life, man, for real. I had to take my mind off of football for a while. Just so much been going on, but it just feels like it's a refreshing feeling just coming back over here, standing right by the Lincoln Financial Field. Eagles Nation, just standing here proudly waving this right here, representing still. It's a refreshing feeling. You know, football's around the corner. Hopefully nothing changes for real, you know. Hopefully nothing changes. I know we only got a couple more weeks to go until football officially starts. I really can't wait. You know, normally preseason would be like, I believe going on right now, actually. We'll probably be in like our first or second week of preseason. I'm not sure exactly. But Eagles Nation, man, I don't know what to expect this season. You know, we're going to be, you know, getting rid of, you know, a lot of players, you know, some that could have a promising future, but we don't know because there's no preseason. So all we can do is trust the guys in there. You know, you only trust the office, trust the locker room, you know. That's all we can do at this point. But until then, you know, we just don't know. We don't know who's going to be the starters. You know, no idea what's going on with Alshon. I mean, I'm not expecting him to start right away. You know, I want to see Deshaun, you know. I want to see some competition, what's going on wide receiver. You know, I want to see some Jalen Reagor. I want to see JJ Arcega-Whiteside. You know, I want to see Greg Ward Jr. I want to see Quez Watkins. There's so much I want to see. But unfortunately, you know, just can't. You feel me? Just unfortunately we can't. But, you know, whatever we can see on TV, you know, that's about it right there. This year, it sucks, man. Now we're gonna have to go in wearing a mask. You know, 2020 really sucks, man, for real. 2020 really sucks. We're gonna have to start going in there wearing a mask. That's if, you know, it does happen. You know, if they still allow fans. I'm not expecting a full stadium. It's probably going to be like every seat or two. But we already know fans, especially when drunk, is not going to follow that. you know, tailgating and all of that. There's probably going to be no tailgating. I don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully it does. I'm not expecting a tailgate, not with this whole pandemic going on, not with the numbers, you know, that was so high in Philly. But it's just an amazing feeling just being back here, you know, talking some Eagles football, just standing by the stadium. I'm just so excited for the stadium, man, for the season, for real, man, for real. But let's get right down to a couple things, Eagles Nation. Let's get down to a couple things, man. Injuries, man. Derek Barnett out on I believe he's week to week. I believe he's week to week if I'm correct, with a lower body injury. Last time Derek Barnett really played a full season, if I'm correct, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a little rusty right now because I haven't really talked about some Eagles football all summer, at least not very often. I may have made like maybe one or two during the off season because, you know, I just put my mind elsewhere, you know, working, being a father and everything, all this crazy stuff going on with this pandemic, you know. So just bear with me, you know. I'm a little rusty right now. But Derek Barnett, I believe he's week to week with a lower body injury. And you know what? I'm not surprised. I mean, Derek Barnett's only started one full season, and that was his rookie year. He had a pretty damn good season, too. The year he really proved me wrong when I wasn't a fan. As you see my reaction, I wasn't a fan at first. But Derek Barnett has exposed the fact that I need to watch college football because that's the only way I can really tell whether or not, you know, this player is definitely worth drafting or not. Otherwise, you got to watch guys like Simons. You got to watch Darius. You got to watch, you know, watch Saints Uptown. He watches, he covers, you know, college football. Or Jaganoff, you know. You got to watch guys like them, you know. Or maybe even PR 52. I believe he watches college football. I might be wrong with him, but, you know, whatever. You know, but on to the next one. Javon Hargraves, I think that's his name. The guy that we claimed from the Pittsburgh Steelers. The guy that was supposed to play alongside Fletcher Cox. We paid this man $39 million. $39 million for 3 years, which is pretty much $9 million more than what we paid Malik Jackson. Both being nose tackles. And it really sucks. You know, Javon Hargraves, well, I believe he's an upper body injury weekly. So he's going to be out for multiple weeks. It's not guaranteed he'll be back first game, you know, against the Washington. Who the hell gives a damn about whatever they're going to be? This is why I always say I can't take them serious for real. But and shame on this division for feeling sorry for them. You and I both know if this team here, the Philadelphia Eagles, was in their situation, y'all be forming a whole little circle jerk clowning us. Like, you know, what Bones did when we traded LaShawn McCoy. It'd probably be much worse than that, but thank God. I mean, the Eagles are pretty much hated, not only in the division, but maybe throughout the NFL. Teams that we don't even play, we only play once every 4 years, they still form circle jerks against us, but whatever, man. To hell with Washington, man. I don't feel bad for them, not even in the slightest. I do feel bad for Ronald Darby, though, for going over there, but that's you know what? That's an easy game right there for Jalen Reagor or, you know, Deshaun Jackson or Quez Watkins or whoever's going to be there. But anyway, but Javon Hargraves, I'm getting way off topic. Javon Hargraves, I probably got his name wrong. But that sucks. We paid this man a lot of money. You know, was looking forward to see what was going to happen. You know, we was going to say the defensive line was borderline unfair. It's just, this line gets scarier and scarier every year. At one moment, it was Benny Logan. Another moment, it was, Timmy Jernigan? And then it was, you know, Hassan Ridgeway or Malik Jackson, and now Javon Hargraves. And now these guys are staying getting hurt. It's like, we can't even get a fucking break, man. We can't get a fucking break when it comes to injuries. We cannot get a break at all. It's a damn shame. And by the way, Eagles Nation, please forgive me. I don't have my hat on, my gear. You know, this was very unprepared, but I just had to come by here. It's been a while since I drove by the link, so I had to make this happen, you know. I was down by the Italian food market to get something for my lady, only to find out they were closed. But I'm like, you know what? I see this, you know, coming down, you know, whatever. But anyway, man, what else we talking about, man? Duke Riley, illness, you know, no one knows if it's the coronavirus or he's just sick or whatever it is. All I'm gonna say is, you know, get well soon. What else we talking? Jason Peters, day to day, with another, I believe he's a lower body injury as well. He's a day-to-day situation, and I said this before he even came back to the team. I'm not really a fan of Jason Peters coming back. A lot of people may disagree with me, and I said this all the time. Every time I mention his name, I said, you know, I'm always thankful for Jason Peters. Greatest tackle in the NFL, you know, on the left side as far as that goes. You know, Eagles Hall of Famer, no doubt, especially Hall of Famer in the NFL, no doubt about that. But the guy's getting older. We need to move on. We need to get younger. Like, that's why we drafted Andre Dillard in the second round. First round or second round? I can't remember. It was the first round. I'm sorry, first round. One thing that never changed in Philly is always a motorcycle going by, you know, around the sports complex. You most likely see them by, you know, Kelly Drive, you know, by the steps, you know, the statue and all. But it's this is why. I know it's only a day-to-day. Maybe it's not serious. He might be back next week. Who the hell knows? But Jason Peters is old, man. Even if it's a day-to-day, it still concerns me. I just... it just, oh my God, I don't know. Let's just move on, whatever, man. Just hope they get back. I mean, I guess if we look at it this way, is none has a season-ending injury, which is, you know, thank God, you know, that's a relief right there, you know, because normally prior to the season starting, we'll always get someone, you know, got a freaking mosquito bite. What the fuck? But we always get it. We just can't get a break when it comes to injuries. Thank God, you know, knock on wood, you know, it's a season-ending injury, you know, that we get any. But anyway, just wish them well, man. But let's move on to the next, man. I just found out the breaking news of Gerald McCoy. Even though he torn his quad, the way he went down was kind of weird, you know. It was just a little shove. He just fell. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just crazy, man. He just fell right back. Next thing you know, he torn his quad, you know. I hope he gets well soon, man. I know he's out for the entire season. That really sucks. And it's crazy because the Dallas Cowboys, from what Simon's just posted, he's just been cut. They just waived him. They released him. All I gotta say is, wow, that's just crazy, man. That's crazy. But hey, what can you say? You don't win shit in Dallas anyway. Gerald McCoy was gonna win shit in Dallas. I mean, careers do die in Dallas after all, man. That's crazy, man. That's real crazy. But all I'm gonna say is, wow. Gerald McCoy is actually the only guy I was kind of worried about as far as going against the line, for real. Gerald McCoy was the only guy I was going against. But wish him well. And to all you Cowboy fans that was making fun of Brandon Brooks getting hurt, you know, several people. My quarterback last season with that dirty hit, you know, Carson Wentz getting hurt, that dirty hit. Car just like turned around, you know, parked behind me. I was like, what the hell? And then she just pulled off. I don't know if she was looking for parking, getting Xfinity. I mean, how did you miss that? It was right there, but whatever. Anyway, man, Eagles Nation, it's crazy, man. It's a crazy off season. You know, it's a crazy off season, man. You know, look, let's be honest here. If Gerald McCoy was a Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys fans would be making fun like crazy. And you know what? I'm going to say, you know, is get well soon. You know, I'm not going to make fun of, you know, I'm not like them. And I'm not going to be clowning the guy, you know, and be all like, oh, yeah, this division is ours. I mean, let's be honest here. Cowboy fans have no pride. You feel me? Cowboy fans have no pride. They celebrate injuries. You know, they root for injuries and everything, and guarantee taking the division and all of that. You know, want to pop out and talk shit all of a sudden. They have no pride. That's just how it is, you know. I want to go against the Cowboys at their best, you know. And it sucks that they lost Gerald McCoy. That's a huge loss for their offensive line. That's a huge loss for their defensive line right there. That's a huge loss right there. It really is, man. That's a huge loss right there. But it's all part of football in the end, man. But to all you Cowboy fans that made fun of Brandon Brooks, you know, many of our players getting hurt, all I'm going to say is, gotta love karma. You know, I'm trying my best not to curse, you know, because I'm trying to go a bit professional. But karma, that's what karma does, you know. Karma don't discriminate, you know. And that's why I'm not doing any of that, you know. The only reason I got a little giggle then because, you know, that little, you know, but whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, so let's move on to the last one. Let's talk about Nigel Bradham. Nigel Bradham. Nigel Bradham is another example of players who was very salty because their service is no longer needed. When it's proven that they're not worth that kind of money, it is what it is. We let him go. And it's crazy how when we let Nigel Bradham go, he was on some, thank you, Philadelphia Eagles. I love this city. I love playing for this team. And, you know, this, that, and the third. Then all of a sudden, you get signed by a team, especially by the New Orleans Saints. You know, now all of a sudden, you want to open your mouth and talk smack and say that this franchise right here isn't a winning team? Are you serious? Are you talking about that exact same team where you became known? You were only discovered because of this team here. The only reason why you got a Super Bowl ring is because of this team right here. The only reason why you even able to walk down a parade, going all the way down Broad Street to the you know, to Kelly Drive, was because of this team right here. You can sit here and say, oh, you can call it a community college ring or whatever nonsense, but in the end, how about this? I guarantee you, the moment you take off your Super Bowl shirt, you put down that Nick Foles newspaper and take that ring off. Who are you, Nigel Bradham? Who are you? You're a nobody. You've pretty much been replaced by several rookies. It is what it is. Your time is done. Out with the old, in with the new. You see, Nigel Bradham, I like Nigel Bradham. I was very thankful for his time here in Philly. He's done enough for this team. He's shown some hard hair there. But, you know, our linebackers was a huge problem, was one of the worst, and he wasn't really doing much. You know, there was a time where he was declining. You know, he was getting hurt and everything. It is what it is. The guy was not worth that money that he was getting paid. It was time to move on, you know, and you showed your true colors the moment you decided to open your mouth in that in that conference. And I mean, you know, with the freaking New Orleans Saints. But I guarantee you this, you're going to be saying the same old thing about them when they get rid of you soon. I'm sure you was only recruited because of Malcolm Jenkins, you know, whatever. And I heard Malcolm Jenkins was opening his mouth too. I mean, I gotta find a little something to confirm that because, you know, I heard PR mention that. But you know, when we was chatting about it. But you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing about Malcolm Jenkins because Malcolm Jenkins was an amazing leader. He was the heart of our defense. He's made a great example, you know, set an example, not only as raising that fist, you know, representing Black Lives Matter and everything, you know, the black community, but he also went out there and he did something as well. So you know what? It's like, I don't want to say too much about Malcolm Jenkins, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. If this is really true, I'm not surprised that Malcolm Jenkins would show that side as well. Because he showed the moment, you know, when Chip Kelly was here. He was talking about how he would love to play for Chip Kelly. You know, he was defending Chip Kelly and all this type of stuff. Oh, but the very moment Chip Kelly got fired, all of a sudden, he started talking shit all of a sudden. So you know what? I'm not surprised Malcolm Jenkins would do something like that. You know what? You know what it is with the NFL nowadays, especially people that's their service is no longer needed here in Philadelphia. They start acting like a bunch of prima donnas, getting replaced by rookies and everything. Why are you guys so mad? Why you guys so mad? Instead of you running your mouth over there, oh, in New Orleans, I mean, I don't understand how New Orleans is supposed to be a winning team, because last time I checked, the last time they won a Super Bowl was in 2009. What have they done since? I mean, besides winning the division and winning playoff games, have they won a Super Bowl since? I'll wait. But you know, I'm not going to wait, because that's going to take forever. New Orleans Saints, the only Super Bowl they've won recently was sweeping us when they was running their mouth in 2018. They was talking that crazy shit. You know, look, I don't hate, I guess you could say I hate the team, not because they swept us. They did talk the shit and they backed it up. But they fan base just could not stop flapping their gums. Alvin Kamara would not shut the fuck up. Michael Thomas would not shut the fuck up. What's the other dude name? Mark, I forgot the dude's name. He went to the Ravens, right? Mark Ingram, that's his name. He would not stop talking. The greatest feeling in a while, man, the greatest feeling in 2018, that just restored everything, is when they got cheated out by the Rams. I'll admit it, they got cheated out, but you know what? I didn't feel bad for them. Nope, I didn't feel bad for them in the slightest. But you know what, man? That's all I got to say. You know, I just wanted to stop by. You know, I want to talk to you guys, talk some Eagles football, man. Will I go to a game this year? I don't know. You feel me? I really don't know. I say I don't know because, you know, cop going by, you know, at the way back. You know, it's like, come on now. Well, that's what I be here for. You know, we got to come out here. You know, we got to talk some football. I'm standing by the stadium. I mean, what am I going to do? And I'm going to risk getting, myself banned, doing some dumb shit. Like, come on. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be coming out here this year, man. With all this crazy shit going on, man. You know, I got a wife to come home to. I got a son. You know, I could end up catching it from somebody, and then I bring it home to them. Like, my wife has asthma and everything. And I hear, you know, it's not good for those that got asthma. You know, those with existing health conditions. Many people have lost their lives. Big ass mosquito bite, man. God damn. Got 2 of them. Anyway, man. Eagles Nation, look. At this very moment, maybe by the next couple weeks or so, I may not be as active because I'm in the middle of searching, you know. I'm in the middle of moving around, you know, for another job, you know, with better schedule, you know. Especially if I could be free on Sundays, you know. Me and the homie Joey Shakes can stream more often. You know, we can talk football, do a lot of that stuff. I'm trying to get back to that, you know. And hopefully, if at least things turns out, you know, for the better, we're gonna make it happen, you know, because I told myself, especially for as long as I'm on YouTube, I don't plan on being a TV fan for the year. You feel me? I don't think I made a game last year. I think I did. I don't recall, but let's just hope we get a full season, though. You know, because so far, I don't know if I'm seeing a full season for real. Or maybe things have died down. I don't know. But then again, when it comes to a football game, Eagles Nation, you always got tailgates. You know, everybody's together. Everybody's hugging one another. Everybody's, you know, handshake, pounding, you know, just celebrating, you know, greeting, whatever, you know. And there's so many ways you can get it. Just being in the group itself, you know. So it's just, I don't think it's guaranteed we're going to have a full season. I mean, when I heard at one point that it was going to be an empty stadium, I can't even imagine that. It just doesn't feel the same without fans, you know. Being as though we're some of the biggest jerk-offs in NFL, you know. Us being the most passionate, the loudest. I mean, I'll say we're up there with, you know, I guess you could say the Saints, with the Chiefs, you know, and so forth. But you know what? All I'm gonna say is if they don't have fans involved, as long as there's football, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. That's all that matters, for real. Anyway, man, that's all I gotta say. I ain't really got much else to say, man. Just do me a favor, man. Drop a like in this video, man. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And as always and forever, go Birds. It's your man Desert Eagle checking on out of here, man. Subscribe to your boy. And that's all I gotta say, man. Peace out. Go Birds.